boys and girls, and welcome to this short virtual tour. Oh, excuse me a minute. I apologize for that. I had to take off my sunglasses. I didn't realize I had them on. I was looking towards the future, and it looks pretty bright to me. But thank you for joining me today. I want to take you on a short virtual tour of how the Horbelt School is laid out. So on the first day, that you have a pretty good idea of where you're going to be going to. Don't worry though, because we'll have people in the hallways who will also be able to direct you to where you need to go. So sit back and let's take a walk together. Here we go. So let's begin our video tour so you can see how you can get around Horbelt on a given day. If you are riding the bus, you will be coming in at this entrance and you will process around through this parking lot and come in right over here, and the buses will line up on this side of the building. And usually there will be about 7 to 9 buses right here, and you'll stop right here. Once the buses all get in and we get to our time when it's time to come into the building, you get off the buses and you will come right down this way and you will walk past these poles and you'll go into the front door. Here's the front door that you will be going into to enter the Horbelt, well, it used to be the elementary school, but now it's going to be the intermediate school. If you're getting dropped off in the morning, if your parents are bringing you, you'll come in by this entranceway, which is right next to our friends over there at the library. And I ask parents all to follow the one-way direction into our building, and you'll come through this way, and there'll be a drop-off right here. And what we've had parents do in the past is drop off kids at this area with these 2 doors into our gym. So when you bring your kids, in, or when the students come in, please pull all the way up to the doors, get out of the cars quickly, and then go into the gym. And as we come in the front door here, you will see right here in our foyer, our security desk, where our security guard will be sitting behind plexiglass to welcome everybody and make sure that everybody's safe. And usually in our building too, we have our wonderful PTA putting together motivational messages and information about the themes that we're working on. And here you can see they've already done something about the Wonders theme movie that I asked you to watch this. If you turn to your left here, this is where some of our special classes are. Down there at the end of the hallway, you can see the cafeteria, which we will not be using to start off the year because lunches will be in the classroom. And you go down the hall this way, past our reminder that superheroes have manners. We will come down here, and this is our gym class where all of the students have gym. And this is where Mr. Belay and Ms. Hurt will be, where you see on your schedule Gym 1 and Gym 2. Right across from the gym is our computer lab, where Mrs. Harris will be. And she'll be working on the classes where students have the library science in the 5th grade and the STEM classes. And you can see she also brought over the fish that the Leaders in Training did last year to be part of our building forever. And you can see that the computer lab here is set up and just about ready to go. All we need is the students. I just want to get you take a look at one of my favorite pictures here. This is one of our walls in the building, and I'm showing you this because I have a plan for the rest of the walls in our building. And right down here also is our cafeteria, which you can see, as I said before, is not going to be used. It is a pretty nice place. When we did our student survey, students said that they wanted to have the basketball courts redone, so we put another basketball hoop up. We now have 2 basketball courts outside. In the very back, I don't know if you can see it way over there, the pit right there has been filled with sand, so the students during lunch, when we get to having resource again, can do beach volleyball, which will be a lot of fun. We still have the swings. You can decide whether that's too young for you or not. We'll go from there. And then over on this side, we put in a tetherball and one of those, I don't even know what you call them, but it's a game to play for whatever. We'll talk about that more when we get there. And then of course we have our other playground equipment right there. If you come out of the cafeteria or off of the recess grounds, which we'll tell you about when we get to that point, you walk down this hallway, you go past the computer lab, which is on your left here, and you go past the gym, which is on your right here, and you go back down to the hallway where we came in at the beginning of this video tour. I don't want to keep walking because I don't want anyone to get motion sickness while I'm doing the camera. Here, next to the bulletin board that our PTA did and past the security desk, you can see the entrance to the main office. So if you ever have a question, you can come right in here and help us. And here is the inside of our office. Teacher mailboxes, okay, signs for social distancing, and the places where our secretaries are going to be sit, the principal, the vice principal, and the climate and culture support. And I just want to let you know where the nurse's office is if you ever need to go here. You'll see this Be Too Kind sign, and right down there is the nurse's office for you to go to if you're not feeling well. As I mentioned at the beginning, our building is very simple. This is the downstairs hallway. You see it's a straight shot. There's no turns right or left. And all of the 6th grade academic classes and most of the special classes are downstairs as well. Let's take a look at some of the special classes you'll be in. As you can see, halfway down the 6th grade hallway, we haven't gone very far, but here is the science rooms lying right next to each other. Mrs. Dancer's room is right here in 502, and right over here next to that is Miss Iannazelli's room in 504. Let's take a quick peek at Mrs. Dancer's room. Have any lockers? We won't have any lockers at Laurel School, but we will have cubbies, and we will talk about that more when we get closer to that time of needing them. But here's a picture of what the science room is going to look like when it gets fully set up. We still need to have a projector, but that's on its way. A few more tables need to get over here, but they're on their way too. And the one thing that happened during this whole COVID mess, so we didn't get the cabinets that we were expecting to come in, and so those are going to be going there very shortly. So as you can see, the science room is set up. It's pretty nice. It's where every single student in the building is going to come in the 6th grade and have science during the day. Right across from the science room is the art room, where every student will have art at least one time a week during the year, and 6th graders will have it 3/4 during the year. So let's take a peek inside that room. That room is run by Mrs. Tynan. As you can see, there's a lot of work been done over the years, and the students take quite a bit of pride in the stuff that they put together. In fact, at the end of the year, we have an art and science show. We have an art and music show that demonstrates that. And there's the area where we just left for the art room. And coming right down here, we have a repurposed media center, which has more digital services provided that our media specialist, Miss Brown, spent all summer repurposing. And this has been broken down into 2 parts. And I'm going to show you part 1 right now. And this is the amazing job that Miss Brown did this year in repurposing this room from the other room so that students would have a place to come down and find non-fiction sources to use as they learned how to do research and completed some of the other mandates that the state of New Jersey is now having us work on. When you see her, give her a pat on the back. Well, give her an elbow bump and tell her what an amazing job that she did. So proud of her. Our building is very simply laid out. Okay, this is the upstairs, long hallway. It's where all of the 5th grade classes are. So if you have any other questions about where you get started, you just come up to the stairs and turn left, and you'll be able to take and find your class. Once we get going, this is where the band and music lessons will take place for the instruments. And so once you meet with Mr. Salonia or Ms. Palmieri, they will set up the times for you to come out of class, come down and work on your lessons. So wing again, and this is the stairs to the upstairs, which is right by that front entranceway. And if you come to music will be right here, first door on your right hand side. Okay, and this is where you will have all of your music classes. And if you are going to Spanish, this is the stairway at the end of the upstairs 5th grade, and your Spanish class is right here upstairs in room 617 with the Senora Flores. I can't wait for you guys to meet her. First, you need to know where the bathrooms are. So here's one of the bathrooms that we worked on this summer, and our climate and culture specialists and friends came in and worked on painting sayings on the wall to make it a place which reinforces the message that we want you guys to begin taking into yourself and appropriating. In the hallways, you will see these signs outside of every classroom. One of the things that I'm going to ask you to do as the first class coming in here is, what do you want to leave behind for the classes to come? Throughout the building, you'll see signs like this to remind everybody the practices we need to do to keep everybody safe and healthy. And finally, every student coming into Horbell will receive a map and a paper copy of their schedule in homeroom on the first day, so it's explained they know exactly where they are going. So there you have it, my friends. I hope that short tour helps you get yourself oriented to the building. Just remember, when you come in the building on Wednesday, the first group, people will be here to tell you where to go and help you find your way, and you'll get paper copies of your schedules and a map of the building. But it's pretty simple, and I have full confidence in you. Have a great day. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye. We'll get through this together. There may be some issues on the first day, but we'll work it out as long as we do what we always do at Horbell. We do things together. Have a great day. Looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday.